today we count every lead, a dollar for each and still couldn't see. Worried about budgets holding us back, hopes tied down like a train on a narrow track. But now it's emails without boundaries, as far as the eye can see, reaching every inbox, from mountains to the sea. No limit emails makes the future bright. Let's light up the world one send at a time tonight. No boundaries, no barriers, no holding back. With no limit emails, we're on a fast track. Used to be we'd ration each mail we'd send, worrying about costs like there's no end. But now we're flying high, shooting for the stars, sending out messages no matter how far. Cause it's emails without boundaries, as far as the eye can see, reaching every inbox, from mountains to the sea. No limit emails makes the future bright. Let's light up the world one send at a time tonight. No boundaries, no barriers, no holding back. With no limit emails, we're on a fast track. It's a long road behind us, we've been held down, but now we're breaking through every town. From doorstep to doorstep, from east to west, no limit emails lets us be our best. It's emails without boundaries, as far as the eye can see, reaching every inbox, from mountains to the sea. No limit emails makes the future bright. Let's light up the world one send at a time tonight. Yeah, one send at a time tonight. Late nights, deadlines, searching for more, outreach stuck like a closed up door. But now we got a tool that's breaking free. No limit emails, it's the key. No more paywalls, no more fear, just click send and the world appears. We're scaling up fast, no price in sight. Outreach freedom is taking flight. Let's start a revolution, break down the walls. No cost, no limit, we'll conquer it all. From inbox to inbox, across every line. No limit emails is our battle cry. Scale it up, spread it out, the future's clear. With no limit emails, we got no fear. From local names to a global plan, emails reaching every business and brand. It's time to break free, no chains to see. No limit emails, the way it should be. Let's start a revolution, break down the walls. No cost, no limit, we'll conquer it all. From inbox to inbox, across every line. No limit emails is our battle cry. Yeah, with no limit emails, it's our time to fly.
Alright, welcome everyone. Happy Friday everyone. I hope you like that one. This goes into the album basket. Welcome, hopefully you guys can hear me and see my screen. And thank you for once more joining in. I do appreciate both of you. I think we're going to make a little bit more interesting, and we will make a kind of free stream. Probably we can make a room, and if you guys want to jump into there, just let me know if it's a good idea or not, and we can do that. So I think Barbara says yes, indeed we can do that. Good audio video. Thank you so much, sir, for letting me know. Hopefully stream will I'm trying to not click things yet, just try to give a breather to my laptop. Anyhow, welcome everyone, happy weekend, happy Friday to all of you. If you are watching live and replay, I personally appreciate you find my videos, and hopefully you will enjoy them, and hopefully you will take something from them and utilize and use. Of course, the stuff that I'm doing on these videos, guys, as you all know, generally to do how we are using Moetic emailer and doing our emailing stuff, you can have exact same thing as that you see in my videos, and well as our members when they share their screens when they are live. So join us and join in conversation. And that being said, as usual, I am Evan. Behalf of No Limit Emails team, I personally thank you everyone who made a great decision to join us. Guys, please provide us the domain that you need to use, and add your domain to the Cloudflare, send us your Cloudflare login details, we do the rest, and that's it. And when you get it, you do your thing. All you have to do is literally add your domain to the Cloudflare and send us your Cloudflare login. And this is, you can do it two different ways. One, as you just log in, you send us your email that you use for it and your password you use for it. Or if you want, you just can send us your Cloudflare API key if you know where to get it, and just send us that and we will do the rest. That's it in your part, and just watch out a couple of emails we will be sending you. If you find our emails go to the spam for first time ever, we talking to you is quite normal. As you know, this is kind of normal now. Is not used to be, but it's just really first time. This is quite normal, guys. So if you find us in a spam, please whitelist it so you can get relevant information related to your account. And as you all know, we don't do the promotions, but we know and also have information. I just want to give you this, guys. There are people out there, they emulate us and every other company. And today on the private chat, I shared it with Doug, and Doug saw it on my screen what's going on, especially in a cyber kind of hackers and spoofers and scammers out there. Literally every company out there, they kind of utilize them to hide themselves behind the kind of mask, so to speak. You will get email that pretending to be us, or info from us and all this kind of stuff. Guys, please do not click on any links, and we normally don't send you from kind of your account email that you're registered with us. We don't send you any information, we don't send you any commercial links. We only send you basically your login details and your login links, and that's the first and second email. But because we have this kind of information, I'd like to warn you all, please let us know if you do receive things like that, so we can do a little bit of investigation on them. But generally, rule of thumb is, guys, check out the URL. The kind of email being sent to you, they can kind of mask it, be like really exactly same email as our email, like my email, for example. But guys, please do not trust us, and let us know and take screenshots sent to us, and come online and share your kind of inbox so we can see and check it with you. And just don't literally click on any links if you know is 100% that is us. And the way that you can find that out, literally just jump on one of the live chat room and let us know. And also you can make a room for yourself, invite me or my partner to have a look, guys. So that being said, as usual, I'm really excited, and thank you for your patience, guys. Some of you waited quite a few days for your accounts, and you had your releases today, and I'm excited for you guys. And please, once more, reach out to us any way you can and be with us so we can help you to get started. And please follow the guides for first 30 days, guys, and make your system to kind of run proper. And this evening, as you see on my screen, so I have a very interesting topic we will talk about, and I had quite a few questions relating to this, and as well as lots of kind of buzz going on in the internet of stuff. Really, how do we able to do the stuff that we could compete with big dogs? Just wait for that, and we will kick in for that. And also, another kind of little update system-wise I want to give you guys. We are doing some kind of updates and upgrades and things like that as constant goes on. If you do kind of see any issues with any of the systems using, please let us know. Jump on one of the room, or send, easiest way really, just jump on the room and show us what's what, so we can look what is necessary to fix, and easier to have one-to-one and look the issues there and there so we can basically resolve them. But genuinely, if you do not change your settings, guys, not playing around with the system, just doing your emails, you should not have any issue. Send your emails, set up your emails, and all that good stuff. But any case, anything that you really need to do with the system, you can always reach out to us, or just watch some of the videos that over the couple of years that I personally been kind of publishing, and as well as uh, consistency wise, now we keep pushing on very close to the 200 days, guys, non-stop, basically everyday stream on YouTube, but sometimes even multiple places. So I try to be available much time as possible for everybody, guys. Please do not hesitate. Doesn't matter if it's Sunday 8 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, doesn't really matter. If you have any issue or anything that you like us to have a look with you and help you with, do not hesitate. And of course, we also have many active rooms and groups you can all join in. As I just asked, that is it okay that we're going to make a public room in here? Anybody who's in the sphere of the YouTube that sees us can actually jump on that room. Just give me a second. I'm going to um, ask ask members. Any one of you want to create a room, or shall I do it? So let me have a look. So we're gonna call this one, guys. We're going to make a room for each day. Like basically, today is a Friday. We're gonna make a room. It's called Friday. To make a little bit different, Friday what? Friday no limit, or no limit Fridays. No limit Fridays, right? All right, I think that's good enough name. Obviously, people can find us easily. No limit Fridays with an S, or no limit Friday. Which one you guys like? Friday with a S or with no S? Oh yeah, absolutely, Doug. Good to see some old members jumping back in for sure. Room with an S we created is No Limit Friday with an S. Anyone in the world can jump over there. Here is the link. So the link, the chat. And no, I just actually put like this, Doug. No Limit Fridays. I could have put it NLEF, but as you can see, No Limit Fridays. So that's obviously public room. Obviously, guys, I'm sharing my screen, so if you want audible on the YouTube, you will be.
Okay, I'm in the room.
Hi, Doug. Good to see you over there. We will bring you back on the screen just a sec. I'm just going to give you moderator rights. So, grand moderator rights, no kicking, no moderator rights. Yes. For Doug, moderator rights. Grand moderator rights. Okay. Hello. You can. I can
Hello.
hear you both ways now, right? You guys can hear me on YouTube while I was on here, right?
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Yes.
you. Very good. Anyway,
And we're going to be 15 seconds late on YouTube.
Oh, joy. Okay.
Oh, joy. Yes.
all right. Can you guys hear me or not? So you guys can hear me on YouTube, but
I
not on
think
the
there's a
room.
delay.
Maybe a little bit delay for sure on my end, not yours though.
There is a delay, but it will
Right,
be fine
right.
because I muted the tab.
All
Yeah,
right,
on YouTube.
all
That's
right.
pretty smart.
So here
Eh,
we
yeah,
go.
I
Uh,
just what can I say?
right, let me
I've done
kind of
that too.
adjust my screen because I think people in YouTube can hear you
I
guys,
even had
but
tea delivered. How about
they
that?
cannot see you guys yet, right? So we're going to bring you on
I think
YouTube.
I'm still hearing them though.
I
Yeah.
hear clicking, but I don't hear Evan.
Can you hear me?
I do hear them.
I
Ah,
think he's making arrangements
uh,
over here on
Doug, I
the
think you
YouTube.
muted me on YouTube, but now you can hear me on the room, right?
I can hear you. I can hear you on the room.
All right.
I can
So
hear you on the room too.
okay, we are not echoing. That's great. So, as you guys can see, we have a really interesting topic today, and I thought it'd be interesting that we can talk this together and show the public actually the big differences between what we are talking about, really the public versus private emailing, and especially for commercial emailing, not just like, let's say you have a Gmail, you're sending 5 emails to some 5 people that you know, but generally it has a commercial intent situation, and hopefully you guys can kind of like add some stuff that we ourselves been experiencing lately when it comes to the sustainable way of actually emailing. So the question for me was quite a few people and few places asked, uh, what is the difference between public and private emailers, and what are the public? What do you class as a public emailers, and what do you really class as a private? So I will do my best, as far as my own understanding is, give that answer to you guys. And if I am wrong, please let me know. And if I miss something, please add it in the comments. Yourselves also can inject and whenever you like to. As you know, we don't script anything. Everything comes as we are. So let's dive into this topic of actually private versus public emailers out there. And what I personally myself classed as a private versus public. So private basically, let's say, is my own domain, and I'm running my own service, and that's private. But the public is will be your Outlook, your Gmail, your Hotmail, your basically Aweber, your Mailchimp, anyone else that really gives you count that you have no control over, and they are public firm, or they've been trading in public, or actually company is privately held by somebody else, and those are the private entities, and they are very limited. As you know, they can kick you out, they can block your account, they can say you, for any reason you could get shut down. And the advantage of having a private setup for ourselves, for myself, and as well as two great people you see on my screen. Let's just get rid of the banner now, and we can expand the screen.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'm not echoing on YouTube by being in here as well as on there, but in my end should be fine. I think you guys are good as well, right?
We're good in here.
All
Yep.
right.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
So click the squares, and then we'll all show up on YouTube.
Right. So like that. Okay.
Yep.
Right. So basically, that is my own kind of take and answer to this, what we call private and public, and then we can dig in a little bit based on our own experience. The stuff that we did in public, like for example, what I'm doing right now, my capabilities are with my Gmail example. How many can I use and utilize and send? And as you know, I cannot really send more than X amount, and it stops you basically on your track. And then we have so many different kind of form of services out there. Try to scale this up. Essentially, you still end up having creating so many different accounts, As you know, one Outlook business account gonna cost you $7, right? They charge you $7 a month for just single email. If you're having a business account with Outlook, with Gmail, I think it's about $19 or between 9 and $19, like $20 you can pay for Gmail. But the problem with that is like literally to send a bulk amount of emails, scale it up, is not possible and is not really cost friendly, so to speak. We get bust basically by sending 100 million emails with Outlook if we were paying them a $7 a day. For sure, though. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I was just thinking that with the private versus public, the uh, there's also another kind of private in that if it's built on our own domains, and yet you as no limit emails gives us a system. It's the system is private, but it's not built by us because we're not techie enough.
Well, yeah,
But
absolutely. Whole idea is it's still private, and we just do
it's
it for you.
exactly, it's still private.
Yeah,
Um, but all the others are public because you don't have any control. Even your login, like we have our own private login. Um, Barb's on here; she has a login on her no limit email system.
right.
I have a login, a private login on my no limit email system. The system you're using um, every day, Evan, is is a private system, even though you're no limit emails creator and inventor. You actually have a private system on no limit emails, just like we do.
Yeah, essentially, literally, let's say like no limit emails is warehouse, and basically all of us got a kind of cabinet there, and no limit emails take care of the cabinet, and we do our own thing. That's basically like logics of having a private. Let's say you got some household stuff you got a safe somewhere, and you go buy the locker, right? You rented the locker. Locker's there. You use it whenever reason you need to use.
Right,
Uh, and basically, whenever you finish with it, you finish with it. If it's not, you just keep paying your rent and use the place space.
right.
And no limit emails, basically, the actual model itself is a private, but an also maintained private.
Right, managed.
Yeah, managed and maintained basically,
Yeah,
and monitored and all that stuff, right?
right.
Is
Because you and your partners uh, do the management for us.
right. And that was actually a good point that you made. I think like a lot of us been reduced to a choice that because technical kind of like basically inability, right? And a lot of people, but a lot of people want to do it. And we try to basically solve the technical side of it so nobody in the world have to do any line of code when it comes to having the private emailer that actually can do good job.
Exactly. We do no code. We write emails and we load up segments or lists and we send. That's basically what we do
Right.
as users.
What's your take on the subject matter, Barbara? I mean, you have
Yes.
more experience than myself.
Yeah, or more than me too.
Hmm.
She's our
Oh,
resident expert.
resident expert regarding specifically, one more time.
The experience of us having a private emailer versus public emailers that ourselves maybe
Oh
even
my gosh.
use and stuff.
Like where do I start? Okay. If you have a private room like this, I have discovered you could do just so much with it. You can provide over the shoulder training. You could record that over the shoulder training and then make a product out of it and sell that online. If you employ a virtual assistant, you can request said VA to log in at the same time that you are, so you can show step by step what are the actions that she needs to accomplish. And if there's any misconception about it, boom, you're both there at the same time, and you can ensure that everything is then straightened out. The add that to the no limits for the timing and such. It's just really good. So yeah, that is my take on it.
Thank you for that. Yeah, like generally, like with the private stuff, as you all know, we all striving and struggling to find, minute, tiny privacy in the internet. Literally, I mean, as we all know, really, when we are on the internet, it's very difficult to be a private because it's supposed to be a public net, right? So the whole idea of having private networks set up is essential, really is necessary, and without it, really, we just risking, as you all know, if I was depending on this private providers, if I was really dependent on a Facebook for per se,
Uh,
specifically, my business be dead, right? I could not be talking to you guys. I could not reach out to millions, hundreds of thousands of people. So the private power is definitely essential part of really today's being in the internet. Like if you cannot reach out to people, if you cannot hold people in a conversation, if you do not have the tools to actually have a long conversation instead of just 10 minutes with somebody, uh, I mean, it's just all this limitation of private people being put in on us and drives us to make gateless stuff, headless kind of browsers, so anybody in the world can benefit from really what is available. And email side of it is very interesting. Literally, again, we love to really not charge anything to anybody, like an ethos of sense of things. But because of the commercial side of the email, we charge literally minimum stuff with what we do. Comparison literally is just simple agency setup. If you try to hire somebody to set up, let's say, email servers or set up some sort of emailing facility, I personally haven't found anybody in the sphere of, let's say, development sphere, that somebody can set me up a system less than $5,000, and also kind of they try to obviously tie back you back in for retainer as a maintenance stuff for another couple of $1,000s. In some cases, they will ask you upfront, I don't know, like few $1,000s front, and we look all that stuff. I think it's just nonsense, ridiculous scams, people running on other people, and we try to prevent that happening to us, and pushes us to do better things. Generally, an improved system itself for a whole ecosystem of emails, well as richly this live rooms. Like live rooms, anybody's free to use it, and as you know, there is no time, there is no admin. You are your own admin. Is your own thing. You can do what you want to do, really. And that we don't block, we don't check anybody, we don't spoof on people's rooms. Privacy is essential thing, especially when it comes to the business deals. For me, I think that is a core part of the trust that me and you guys have a business. We should have a place that we can openly talk about stuff and share our screen, share our issues, share our findings, help each other basically on screen. I think you made a great point when it comes to the remote. Let's say you have a remote VA, and you want to really know what remote VA did the last 24 hours. You can ask them, hey, share your screen. I want to see what you did. Right? As they cannot hide it, and that's essential, I think, for timekeeping, for not messing around and not time wasting when it comes to serious stuff. And of course, you can also have a fun on this thing. I mean, we know people can use this live. They play games all day long on Twitch. So for me, I think as an individual, we are a little bit private citizen, and we should have literally private everything in essence of really belonging, so to speak. Imagine nobody had anything belong to them, nothing private, and I just walk in your house, they cannot sleep on your sofa. Like, this doesn't make no sense to the logic of the humanity, really. We have to have some privacy, we have to have a private spaces we can talk, we have to have a private systems that BBC doesn't have to fine us, shut us down. you know and that's the problem really I personally faced, you guys faced. That's why we are here, that's why we really try to build a solution to the problem that we have, and we don't want to keep having that same problem over and over in our lives. And I think is sometime you all kind of know this probably better than me. You come to the point of things, you say enough is enough, and you kind of switch off. And this is like really what we are doing. I know we have a slow kind of like uh, intention from bigger companies, but rest be sure we are just going to stay and make things better and better. Like we do get a lot of offers, we do get a lot of kind of people try to basically kind of buy us out and all that kind of stuff. But really, we are private entities and we are not going to sell out because we really don't owe anybody any money. So we don't work with venture capitals, we don't have a huge board and things like that. And just couple of guys trust each other and help other people basically do right things when it comes to communication and privacy and really connection. I mean, we just want to be a reason for people to connect and do right things. Of course,
I'm going
open
to have to
browser,
move
right?
for a second. I'll be right back.
Sure, sure. So really, my take on private entity, you gotta have it set up. And it's been costly previously. I could not build it myself, so to speak. We have to utilize already what does exist, and obviously, especially with open source stuff. And I'm so glad, like you mentioned, Doug, about technical stuff, right? So I am in my 60s, right? Mid 60s. I'm getting no younger. So be able to do this kind of stuff and really remotely, could be on a beach, could be on your phone. It's just amazing, really. It's just amazing change that everybody need to have experience of this kind of setup.
Well, I've seen things since the 50s,
Right.
back in the 1950s, and I'm now 75 years old, and yet I can handle the system um, without difficulty, thanks to you guys. I have a broken website right now that I'm struggling with, but my email system just keeps running. So
Your site
you
is
know,
broke, emails working. That's good, good news.
it's yeah. Anyway, but yeah, um, we have freedom in here that no one else has. Um, we're because it costs us nothing in this room, and you have it set up that way. We have the freedom to communicate with anybody in the world anywhere without being listened to or spied on or anything. And if someone comes in the room, we can always take them out of it as moderators in this room. So
Well,
there's
on private rooms, you can put strong passwords. Only the person you want to be there, you can allow them in,
yes, that's true.
and then you can generate like kind of do a good strong password and create a lobby. People knock in and hands up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But for us, is really it's just for me. I wanted to speak. If you had a problem, I want to speak to you face to face and look at the problem together. And if you had a issue of doing something, this is kind of really is necessary because remember, like a lot of people using sports software, email ticketing, and all that kind of stuff. And lots of big companies, when you try to get help, they put you this loop of articles. that you never get answer.
Right.
And we were have really, I'm personally fed up with that kind of stuff.
Well, most people wouldn't believe the kind of support that we get from you, since this room, not this room, this is the Friday room, but our members' room is open 24/7. And the only time it goes down is when one of us gets silly and ends the meeting. For the But for us to get help, it's the room is open. The members' room is open 24/7.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like you remember, really, member room was open when we were in a beta period,
Yes,
from literally day one.
from
We
day one.
we had an active room like to just do this, and we keep saying a lot of our friends really like, hey, you guys need to use this because
Right.
it's better than the other stuff. Uh,
Better than anything out there.
well, I mean, we hear lots of creators out there. I see them in my own feed. I see the YouTubes, right? They are kind of, let's say, events happening. We make an event, for example. Let's say right now, if we were on Zoom,
Yes.
and I can only have 100 people in here, but with the system that we got, you don't have to really suffer that pain of hitting a block just because you got 100 more 101 people. The 101 the one that left over can't get in the room.
Right. And they're going to get left out.
Mm-hmm.
And then today, of course, you're actually putting this on the live. So,
Yeah, like generally,
you're
like we see it like people have to see how we using it, right?
right.
So a lot
So
of
you're not
people.
limited. You're not limited to just using a room, this as a private room. You can have a meeting. You can stream it live to YouTube
Mm-hmm.
so that you can have a copy of it. You can have an automatic um, uh,
You can,
recording
yeah,
of it.
yeah, you can record on YouTube directly all of the stream, or you can record on the screen 1 hour and then just stop and then basically refresh your screen. You go again,
Right,
so you can record like at least hour at a time of the show, which is we know podcast only about 30 minutes, 25 minutes, right?
yeah,
The- There's not many podcasts that are about an hour long anyway. So, but as you know, literally just recording on your own screen, like Barbara mentioned about having over kind of shoulder type of really training, one-to-one coaching,
yes,
receiving, right? Really teaching and collaborating, right?
right. This is a real advantage for anyone who has employees or virtual assistants or whatever.
Anyone.
Um, anyone to
Well,
be able
anyone using any live calls on the internet, making a video call, anyone use WhatsApp do it, Facebook Messenger do it, for example. As we know, lots of those companies they have this functionalities, no problem. We all use them,
yeah.
but they not allows us any private space, guys. That's the problem, and this is like why we end up doing this. I mean, as you know, I could not really depend on Facebook, for example. I'm out,
Well, you're out, you're done.
right? But
I think
generally, and this doesn't stop us, right? And that's the whole idea.
is somebody's coming into the other room, I think.
Sure,
Our our regular room. Maybe they're gone now.
could be Chris, could be anyone.
Yes.
Sure.
Anyway,
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I can see like us basically a little bit on delays. I don't know. I still have to sort this OBS thing, I think, because it wants me to update stuff. So I have not updated, keep giving me half an hour, 15 minutes kind of delays on started screen. But as we were talking, literally the whole topic of private versus others, uh, basically, you can see the difference. Myself sending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of emails as a private thing set up. Doug sends millions of emails. Uh, his private setup. Barbara sends millions of emails with private setup. I mean, private, we cannot do that with Outlook, right? So we also look some of these other systems out there. They try to set people up for bulk emailing and emailing in general. outreach in general. Literally any other ways that you go, neither sustainable or scalable or as cost effective is what we can have in here, like what we activate ourselves at. Right.
Right.
All right. We're going to end the live stream on YouTube. We're going to jump back in the normal room and we will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And I hope this reaches you and hopefully you get something out of it. As you all know, we are basically providing both services, live and as well as email. On the stream, I didn't show you any emails. I do apologize for that, guys. That's not how it works. We will show you the email, and I will show you what happened yesterday's email before we lock off this live. And of course, you can see what happened last 24 hours on that email I sent, and as well as um, I will be preparing another email and send one out just shortly after we kind of through the evening when we are speaking and
Did you
having the
want to do it?
conversation.
Did you
So
want to do it in here now?
yeah, I'm just
Because
going
you
to
can
drag
share,
my,
right?
yeah, everything stays on. I'm just going to like drag my system in second.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. I was going to say you can screen share into here, and it would share on YouTube too, would it not?
no, because right now, if I do that, probably end up echoing. So,
Oh, right.
but right now, if I can drag my system in here on screen for a second, side by side with you guys,
Yep.
something like this, then we can do the email thing. Even my emails can be a bit small, no worries. So as my dash in here, so let's have a look the email here. So channel and email. So we're talking private setup. As you can see, amount of email actually I've been sending, and this the email I sent last night so far. It's pretty interesting email and keep growing, but I want to show you basically how many lists did I send this email and what was the numbers in here. Like you can see I have 4 lists, multiple lists at one time. Only you can do privately, and this is the so far the clicks we're getting from this specific email, and obviously preview email is this. So because the subject line and everything worked, not too bad. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna drag a little bit, guys, so I can hit edit here, and we're going to just add a new list to this. Oh, I didn't want to go there though. So I'm
It's at
just,
the top.
yeah,
It's at the top.
it's good,
It's yes.
it's good, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm just
It's just a
going to
little
add,
icon.
yeah, I'm just going to add day, so I can find some lists in here. Actually, I'm going to go back a little bit further, day 62, and then I'm just going to save and close. But I'm not going to change the subject line on this for this second shot, and we will see what happens after tomorrow. And of course, if I reclone this and send it, I will rechange this to a new subject line. So this will does the job for us, and now this email will be going out. As you saw, literally yesterday's email didn't do too bad, and because subject line worked a little bit nicely, and we do it same email today. And as you can see, private give you this kind of power, and public you cannot really do this kind of thing. So the choice is there, and services there, people are there, tools are there, everything's ready going for us, and you can have exact same thing. For closing remarks, Doug and Barbara, if you still want to tell us, where can people find you, Doug?
Best place to find me is probably on Facebook at Doug.halfpenny. just send me a friend request and put a, put a message in the friend request that you saw us on the 30-day email challenge YouTube channel.
That's it. You heard it. Mr. Doug Halfpenny on Facebook or on LinkedIn. You can reach out to him or find him in YouTube.
And
Barbara, can you hear us? Oh, you went. If you didn't, uh, you see, Doug can give a closing remark for Barbara.
can you hear us, Barbara?
I think she just went to take dog out, probably.
Oh, maybe. Well, she's not muted, so maybe she's not listening. But anyway, um, yes, you can find Barb Ling on. Actually, you can find Barb Ling on the Warrior Forum or Warrior Plus. You can find her on Facebook, and she has her own um, virtual-coach.com website, so you can find her there as well.
Sure, and I just give me a second. I will also share Barb's LinkedIn just a second, so you guys can find Barbara LinkedIn if you're looking to connect with Barbara over there. Just a moment, guys. My internet is unfortunately a little bit too slow, as usual, like especially using OBS.
Yeah, and especially with your email system open and sending too.
Yeah, like email sending, and obviously we want also be live on the rooms. I am in 4 rooms currently, so
Yeah, I think I am too.
it's pretty. So
Plus, I have.
here's Barbara's LinkedIn. I'm just gonna pull it over because I don't want to close the tab. So you can reach out Barbara in here, the virtual coach, Link Authority Marketing Coach on LinkedIn. Please reach out and you can see. You're gonna be very, very glad that you did, and because I'm personally learning so much from Barbara, guys. Everything she posts is golden. You better go there and ask connection. Um, so that's where you can find Barbara and myself, as you all know, guys, where to find me. I don't hide. But you can not only find me on Facebook, Meta ecosystems.
Yeah, Meta kind of is, yeah, on hold at the moment.
Yeah, like we'll see what happens, and I think I think we answer the questions that really in the core of sense of private versus basically public. Uh, as you all know, I'm neither lawyer or advisor of any kind, but my own user experience, user case, so to speak. Uh,
Did you just start your
all right, all right. Let me just take a barber sound down a bit, a little bit echoed, a little bit over there.
We
Anyhow,
can hear you.
now I can hear you.
Yes, I know that. Thank you, husband. Hello, hello.
Hello. Now you are
Yes.
here.
Okay.
Now you
Success.
can actually tell it yourself once again.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
your closing remarks and where can people find you? I already shared your LinkedIn. So, anywhere else you like to people that can find you well?
Oh, LinkedIn is great. And then also what Doug had mentioned, virtual-coach.com. That is the best way to get in touch with me.
Nice. Virtual-coach.com. You heard it here.
Yes.
And that, thank you so much for both of you being my guest once more on the live. And I really
Oh,
appreciate both of you. And thank you so much. And I will be jumping out and we will be meeting in the other side with a coffee. And at the same time, we will
Sounds good.
conclude this email sending Take care, guys, and have a
Okay.
great weekend and afternoon. I will see you in the other side.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
The room, we are gonna stay in the room anyway. I'm just gonna shut the live stream on YouTube.
Okay.
Anyone want to still reach out to us in that room? We will be there for a while. Hang out.
Okay.